What sets this year apart from the previous ones is that I thought I started this year right. What makes this year extra special for me is that I decided to spice up my life a bit. It's the first time I'm choosing to be grateful and actually taking note of the experiences I'm having, almost romanticizing my own life. I started this year thinking I had it all together, but boy, life threw some surprises my way. Just goes to show you can think you're on the right track and bam, life catches you off guard with the unexpected. My life might look good on the outside, but inside it's a little bit of a mess. Thankfully, God did not let this year end without making me see how blinded I've been to the things around me and to myself. So, a big shout out to God for wrapping up this year on the right note. Let me spill the tea on this year. You know how tempting it is to play the victim card, blaming the world and everything that is happening around and inside of you, gossiping like there's no tomorrow, trying to look like the good guy, letting insecurities take over, and expecting others to be perfect in front of you. It's like you're caught up in it without even realizing, thinking it's some kind of liberation, and it's crazy. I'm actually speaking in a general sense, and I've been feeling it too. I've hit the peak of being a people pleaser, tolerating stuff and playing the victim. But truth be told, it was me who showed them how to disrespect me that led me to a lot of hate, both of others and myself. I ended up sabotaging myself by guilt tripping and assuming things that weren't even true. But this year has been a real eye-opener. Life sure has a way of throwing us some unexpected twist. There was this moment where in the middle of some potential gossip, instead of diving into the rumors, I ended up having this deep reflection on how short life is. I didn't let the gossip take over. Instead, I found myself shedding a few tears, having a heart-to-heart talk with God, where I pour my heart out on Him. I realized I needed a heart that matched His. Owning up to my flaws and all, it's pretty wild. So these are among the few takeaways before this year kicked off. First is you can play God and carry the weight of the entire world. Maybe I'm exaggerating a bit, but I'm just trying to say it's time to drop the act of being the perpetual nice girl, too good to be true. It's okay to say no and not self-sabotage or blame yourself for not being the perfect friend. Growing boundaries is not a crime, it's a necessity. Shift from being overly nice to setting limits. If those you tolerated end up disrespecting you, it's not on them, it's on you. So stop playing the victim card. Second, hold off on quick judgments. Try to be more understanding before you critique others. Take a look on the mirror. More often than not, we're all battling the same struggles, but with the different faces. Third, don't take things personally. Remember, the only thing you can control is yourself, not external circumstances. Focus on how to handle a tough situation without letting your guard down. If something affects you, it's your call, as you choose to invest in it. So don't blame others for not going your way. Just let them do their thing, guard your heart, and remember, you can't change everyone. The fourth one is avoid being codependent on others. It's about finding that sweet spot between independence in the world and a healthy dependence on God. I've recognized my dependence on others and the loneliness without them. But thank God, I'm gradually gaining self-confidence in what God can do for me now. It's been kind of liberating, actually, realizing that I can take charge of my decision, yet at the same time, understanding that there's a higher power to lean on when things get tough. Also, a significant realization hit me through God's book found in Proverbs 6:16-19. I was guilty, particularly regarding talking ill of others. I'm working on implementing this lesson, recognizing the harm caused by gossip and how it clouds the perception of others before knowing them genuinely. Lastly is surrender your heart to God. Change can either be selfish, subconscious act of self-praise, or it can be humbling acknowledgement before God. Let Him create a pure heart in you through love, grace, rebuke, and obedience to His will. Change can be overwhelming. Just make sure that change leads to praising Him and not yourself at the end of the day. With good intentions, a positive mindset, and readiness to take a new challenge, let's aim to be smart like a serpent, but kind like a dove. Just so you know, sharing this doesn't mean I've got it all figured out. I'm just keeping it in mind and trying my best as well. Are there any key life lessons you've picked up this 2023?